Alright, good evening everyone, and welcome back to Formula Costco Season 2. It is race number 2, and we are in Portugal tonight for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Like I said, second race of Season 2 off a pretty interesting race at Bahrain last week. We had two differing strategies, the one-stop coming out on top. And that ended in Slurp getting the win in a Mercedes 1-2 finish. So Slurp and Cole will be looking to replicate that success tonight, and everyone else will be looking to knock them off the top step of the podium. So we have 13 in here right now. I believe we have at least two more joining, so we should have 15. So yeah, should be a pretty interesting night. We are obviously here in qualifying now. Up on board with some of the drivers. Here's Mr. No Dad Chan in the Red Bull. Chan coming off a early exit last week in Bahrain, but hopefully he'll be able to get to the finish line tonight. So like I said, Mercedes is, after race 1 already, has a 22-point lead in the constructor standings after the 1-2 finish in Bahrain. Then Aston Martin has 21 points. They are P2. Their drivers, De Mayo finished P3 and Boyle P8 at Bahrain. And then after that, Red Bull, Rowdy got P4, Chan did not score, so they have 12 points. Williams P5 with 10. NASCAR fan finished P6 and got 8 points. Banjo finished 9th, they got 2. Ferrari got 6 points with What a Life finishing 7th. And then McLaren got 1 point with Josh finishing P10. So those were your point scorers from last week's race. Now we focus on this one, as we have, let's go on board with Mr. 300 here in the Alfa Romeo, even though he's going to be scored as an AlphaTauri. He is making his Formula Costco debut in a one-off tonight. Maybe he comes back for more, we will see. But glad to have him here. Hopefully he has a decent race. Obviously, we welcome to anyone to Formula Costco with open arms. So yeah, interested to see what Mr. 300 can do tonight in his first career race. As we have multiple people on their first laps of the session, as Joey jumps to the top 117.9. I'm not really sure how good the laps are going to be, so you guys will have to be the judge of that for me. McLaren slowing down in second, 3 to the last by. Here comes Mr. 300 of the line, 118.1, so 2/10 behind the McLaren of Joey. So not a bad first lap, I would say, from him. As we have more times being posted, 300 is Alfa Romeo teammate of Sean, 118.3. Then Chan goes P2 with a 118 flat. Logan making his season debut after not racing last week. Same with Joey, the current pole sitter. Everyone else, I believe, was here last race. Logan having all sorts of fun there going through signs. Right, so first batch of laps still being posted. Boyle set a lap on inters, just because why not? What a Life went to 6, 118.4, so all the times relatively close at the moment. De Mayo was 4th, 118.1, about 2/10 off pole as well. So Everyone being relatively competitive so far. We have both the Mercedes drivers on their first laps of the session. Slurp is actually coming through Sector 3 here to the line for the first time. Let's see what kind of time he can put up here. Purple Sector 2 for Slurp, the defending race winner. Coming through the last corner to the line. Long, fast run to the line. What kind of time is Slurp going to post? 1:17.922. Knocks Joey off of pole by about 7/100ths. Like I said, all these times are pretty close here. Slurp going to send it into turn 1 into the gravel here. Maybe retire. He's just going to spin out. Alright, so now let's jump on board with his Mercedes teammate of Cole, who finished second last week. Rowdy just took the green as well, so everyone else getting their first laps in. Cole coming to the last couple of corners here. Going to that long right-hander here, wide open to the start-finish line. See what kind of time he can put up. It is a 1:18 flat from Cole, about less than a tenth off of pole. So these times, so let's go to the intervals here and see just how close they are. Yeah, so 7/100ths, 8/100ths, 1/10, 2/10, 2/10, 3/10, half a second, 2 seconds. Yeah, so these times are very close. The field is very, very close together tonight. So this should definitely be something. So Rowdy and NASCAR fan are both on their first lap. Step over with Rowdy because he will be coming to the line first. Purple Sector 2 from Rowdy. He goes through this left-hander here, last sector of the track, trying to get all the lap time he can to knock that Mercedes and Slurp off the original pole. Rowdy looking for his 9 millionth pole in Formula Costco. He is a pole machine. Speaking of which, to the line he goes. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:18.7 P9 for Rowdy. Not exactly what he was looking for there. So he will have a good bit of time to find there if he wants to jump up to get that P1. NASCAR fan coming out of the last corner here to the line. See what kind of time he can put down. It is going to be a 1:18.1 P7 for NASCAR fans. So, man, it's P1 to P7 is 0.2 of a second. That is very, very, very close. And then you got Sean and Waterlife there, just a couple of tenths behind them, then Rowdy a few more tenths back. As you see, Josh is now in the session, Cashton's now in the session, so we have 15. I believe Leafy is joining as well, so 16 drivers tonight, and maybe even Jake as well, so 17 car race possibly. That'd be pretty cool attendance. I think that might be the highest attendance ever for a Formula Costco race. That would be pretty cool, so we'll see once they eventually get in here. See if there's anyone else on laps here. I think Rowdy is on an in still. Josh is on a flyer. Let's go on board with him. Also showing Purple Sector 2 for Josh. I don't know if it's just everyone is getting Purple Sector 2s or what's up with that, but we'll see what kind of time Josh can put down here. The long run to the line. It's going to be a 1:19.2 P11 for Mr. Josh on his first lap. Sean on another flyer here. Whoa, he's way out of turn 1. He just took the green. As Chan, Cole, and 300 are all back on outlaps now, so everyone going for their second run with 8 minutes left in the session. A little gain can get you up the order in a big way here with all the with how close these times all are. Sean all over the curves there into the gravel. That's not going to be good for his lap. Boyled is on a warm-up lap. 300 just took the green. Chan just took the green. No, he's resetting for another lap here. Oh, but a lot of traffic here. Whoa, Mercedes and the Alfa Romeo have to jump out of the way of 300 here on a flyer. That was really close. Man, oh man. I don't know. That probably affected his lap a little bit. But we'll see what it's going to be. To the line he comes. It's going to be 2/10 off his previous lap. So yeah, that traffic might have caused him some problems there. Cole now on his second flyer, just took the green. This Alfa Romeo is going to have to get out of the way here. Unless the Alfa Romeo is on a flyer as well, I'm not entirely sure. Chan, I believe, yes, Chan is coming to the green for his second flyer. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the session. Boyle is also on a flyer. Castron on a flyer. His first time was P12. Now he's resetting for another one. Gonna get out of the way. This Aston Martin that's on a flyer that is Boyle coming through. Cole now, purple sector 2 for him, it looks like. He just needs about a 10th or so to knock his teammate off of pole. A little bit wide there through that right-hander. And now the long sweeping run to the line. Cole, what's it going to be? Is it going to be enough? Yes, it will. 1:17.8. Cole to P1 makes it a Mercedes 1-2, just like in Bahrain. And he takes provisional pole by about 8/100ths over his Mercedes teammate. Back on board with Chan now, who's 4/10ths up on his previous time. So this could be a pretty good lap for Chan here, depending on what he does in the Sector 3. The long run to the line for the Red Bull. What is it going to be? Chan, 1:17.4. Wow, what a lap. Half a second up on his last time. Chan goes to P1 by over 4/10ths of a second. That Red Bull is quick in Portugal tonight. Man, the times were close until they weren't. Chan with a monster lap to go to provisional pole. De Meo, the astronaut, outlap, letting this Ferrari by. That is Castron, the Ferrari, who is on a warm-up. 1:19.4 was his first time. Four minutes to go. Let's jump on board with Banjo. Are you on a flyer? Looks like it. Right on board with Banjo here. Joey on an out, DeMeo on an out, Sean on an out lap, Logan on an out lap. Banjo is coming to the pits here, so he was not on a flyer. My apologies. DeMeo is on a flyer, though. I believe so is Joey. Since flies to buy that out for Mayo. Castron also on a flyer, I think. Yes, he is. All right, so 3 people on flyers. 3 minutes to go in the session. Joey there, 1/10 up in his sector 1 time. He's going to need to find a good bit of it to knock Chan off a pole as Chan retires from the session. Now, 1:17.4 should be good enough for a very good starting spot, if not P1. It's going to be hard for anybody to get to a 4, but we'll see what happens. Cole on an out lap. As Joey sets a purple sector 2, but still 4/100ths down on his previous time, coming into the last sector. DeMeo is in the last sector, coming to the last corner here. See what kind of time he can put down. Currently P6 with a 1:18.1. Will he be able to improve, and by how much? Yes, nice lap from Mayo, gets him to P2, 117.6, about a 10th off the chance time. As Joey to the line, got to a 117.9. I don't know if that's what he had before. I think it was. So I do not believe Joey improved, and Mayo's going to retire as there's only a couple of minutes left in the session. Sean on the gravel. Rowdy on a flyer, looking for better than P12. Hold up, I need to send Leafy and Jake game invites real quick. Sorry, guys. There's Jake. Alright. Rowdy is second up on his last time here, so this should be a pretty good lap from him. Rowdy to the line. 117.6, about 3 100ths off to Mayo, but it gets him to P3. Cole is on his last flying lap. These are the last laps of the session, guys. 40 seconds to go. This is crunch time. Cole, purple sector 1. Rowdy retiring. 300 goes to P2 with a 117.5. And his first career start. Looks to be on for a front row. About 3 100ths off of Cole. Is that Alfa Romeo? But what can Cole do? What can Slurp do? What can all these guys do to improve on their times at the last second here? There's a Ferrari coming to the line. That's Wada. What can he do? He's coming to the start his lap, actually. I believe he just got it there. Mercedes coming to the line now. Cole, 3/10 up on his last time. If he has a good Sector 3, he might be able to do it here. Time has now expired. Everyone is finishing. Cole to the line. What is it going to be? P1 for Cole. 117.463. He knocks Chan off a provisional pole at the last possible second by 2 100ths of a second. Can anyone beat him, though? Slurps called it a session. NASCAR fans called it a session. Everyone is calling it a session. And I believe the Mercedes of Cole is going to be on pole unless, I believe, Banjo is the last hope right here. And Banjo's going to... Oh, that is a bad crash. So there it is, folks. Cole steals pole at the last second. And that is going to do it for qualifying. So there's your starting lineup, everybody. Jake just gets into the session in time, so he will be able to race, but we'll be starting at the back of the grid. What a fun session that was. Look at all those times and how close they are. Whew. What a way to start off the night. Let's try inviting Leafy one more time. Hopefully he can get in here. Alright. Oh, NASCAR fan got a 5-place grid penalty. Not sure what that's about, but here's your starting lineup for the race. Cole wins pole by 24 1,000ths of a second, and then by 88 1,000ths over the 300 in his first career start. DeMeo 1/10 off, Rowdy about 2/10 off, then Slurp, Joey, NASCAR fan, Boyle, Banjo, Sean, What a Life, Logan, Josh, and Castron, and then Jake will round out the grid. So we will have 16 participators tonight. participants. Alright, waiting for the race to get underway here. I will not miss the start this time. If I do, then I should be fired. But I'm going to get water before it starts. Because last week I forgot there's no formation lap and I missed the start. Because I was smart. Anyway. Hopefully everyone is able to get in here. We don't have any connection issues tonight. That was an issue for some guys last week. Alright, here we go. The lights, 5 lights are on, and 5 lights are out. Away we go. Cole gets away with the lead. Him and Chan have a pretty even start there. Chan's going to pull alongside. 3 wide, 300. What a start from the Alfa Romeo. Oh, Cole, Rowdy's around. No, that's Chan around. Oh my God, what a start. The 300 takes it 3 wide, gets the lead, and then Chan ends up crashing in the back of the field. After starting P2, Cole is able to hold P2, Rowdy P3, there's mayhem back here in P6 and 7. Whoa, oh my gosh, that was insane. So, as everyone slides into position here, Slurp takes 6th from Banjo. Slurp had a really bad start. He was P4, now down to P6. NASCAR fan up to 11th. What a Life down to 9th. 3rd, DeMeo slow. Dropping all the way back to 7th, losing the fierce spots there. Rowdy is... What? He's up to... Oh, no, sorry. I was confused. Chan was the one that spun. Not Rowdy. Rowdy is moving up to 2nd. After starting, I believe, 3rd or 4th. But now the 300 is 2 seconds away in the lead in his first start after making it 3 wide on the lights out. Wow. What a wild start to the race. 300 leads lap 1. Rowdy 2 seconds behind him. Cole all over him here, pushing him, literally pushing him into turn 1. Don't see bump drafting in F1 a lot, but there you go. As there are 16 drivers here, there are battles everywhere. There is a train of cars all the way from 3rd down to about 7th or 8th there, with the 2 Aston Martins trailing this. Then they're about to drop a NASCAR fan out of DRS range. Now Joey all over the rear wing of the Mercedes of Cole. Chan up to P13 now after getting sent to the back off that start after contact was made between him and the Alfa Romeo. Whew, that was a wild lights out. Glad I didn't miss that one. But now Chan, after starting 2nd, is going to have some serious work to do to get some good points in this race. Slurp now all over the rear wing of Joey, who is making his first start of the season tonight. Had a pretty decent start up to 4th. Pole sitter Cole has fallen down to 3rd, and now is losing sight of the Red Bull of Rowdy as Rowdy sets the fastest lap. I didn't see what compounds everyone's on. NASCAR fan sets the fastest lap of the race. First, we can look at the position changes here. 300 up to P1 from P3 off the start. Rowdy started 5th up to 2nd. Cole down to 3rd from P1. Joey up 3. Banjo up 4. DeMeo down 3. Castro, what a start for him, up 6 positions. Wow, what a start from Castro. NASCAR fan up 3 spots. Chan down 10, like I mentioned. Sean down 3. Logan down 4. Gaming Jake up 1. Gaming Jake and Logan are both way at the back. I believe they both had to make some pit stops for damage. I'm surprised Chan didn't have to do the same. Maybe it just has minor damage. But Now, oh! Cole's around. Oh, there's major contact. Cole's out of the race. Oh, Cole spinning out of the corner. There's a virtual safety car, and his teammate has a 5-second penalty for collision. Holy crap. Pole sitter Cole out of the race on lap 3 after spinning out of that right-hander, and Slurp, his teammate, collides with him in a major way, shears off his right front tire, and Cole is out of the race, and there is a virtual safety car. And now Logan has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Holy my goodness gracious. What a wild start to the race. So it was just a VSC, and now we are back racing. But Cole now will not get any points, finish P16 after finishing P2, and now his teammate is in the pits, probably to fix damage, because he hit Cole hard. And yeah, they are changing the rear wing, but they're going to serve the 5-second penalty as well here. So Mercedes, after the 1-2 in Bahrain, looking like they could both finish outside of the points today in Portugal, which would be a huge fall from grace. Shows you what kind of sport racing is, man. But anyway, back to the racing action we go. Joey now half a second behind Rowdy. He is closing up. So, looking at the tires now, I don't know what the strategy is going to be this race. Slurp put on softs after his pit stop. But the rest of the field, let's see. 300 started on softs. Rowdy and Joey on the mediums. Banjo on the softs. DeMeo on the mediums. NASCAR fan on the softs. And you have Boyle, Wildlife, Castron, Chan, Sean all on the mediums. Josh on the softs. Slurp just pitted for softs. Logan on the mediums. And Jake on the mediums. They both made early pit stops as well. And man. As now Joey sticking in DRS. I don't have the telemetry on. My bad. Now we can see how much overtake everyone has left. 300. 81% battery. Wow. Okay. That is pretty insane. In comparison, Rowdy has 24 and Joey has 78. I'm trying to clarify that Cole got hit. No, sorry, that he just like spun out all on his own. I don't know if he got hit, but I'm asking now. I'll let you guys know in a second. DeMeo, I believe, just got by Banjo for P4. So DeMeo fell back to 7th early, now back up to 4th. As Castron passes his Ferrari teammate of What a Life for P8, and Chan gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And it's not been a very good race for Red Bull or Mercedes to this point. Rowdy's still up there P2, but Chan, Slurp, Cole all having subpar races to this point. The 300 continues to lead, leading all 5 laps to this point. Joey sticking with Rowdy here, about 3/10 back. Rowdy now with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Everyone is getting black flags here. Track limits are a problem. Clearly. Right on board with the 2 Williams guys here. Both in DRS. Banjo P5, NASCAR fan 6th. Boyle right behind them in 7th. You got Castron and What a Life back here 8th and 9th. Boyle looking for a way around these 2 Williams drivers. Slurps has the fastest lap of the race, 119.9 on those new softs that he's got, but he's going to need a safety car to get back out of this race. As Banjo a little bit slow in there, here comes Boyle roaring around the outside to take P6 away. Now he will look to get his teammate as well. As Banjo losing 2 spots there in Sector 2. Boyle, of course, had the thrilling back-to-back wins to end off last season. Is now a NASCAR fan going to pull over, I believe, let Boyle go here. Maybe to save battery or tires? I'm not sure. Now the Williams guys are going to go side by side. No. Banjo gonna fall in behind NASCAR fan, but he is right on the rear wing. Chan is out of the race. That doesn't surprise me. As there's a safety car for Chan. Oh boy, that changes things. Okay, well, the race is now reset. Chan probably called it early because of the rough start that he had, so that doesn't really surprise me. So, Chan and Cole both out of the race early, and now we have a safety car on lap 7. As this will save Slurp, Jake, Logan, as they were all three, excuse me, way back after the early pit stop that they made, so they will be able to come in pit again and then catch up to the back of the field here. As go to the front of the pack here, see if any of these guys come down pit road this time. The soft guys might think about it. We have 27 to go in the race. I don't know what the strategies are exactly, but let's see if anybody comes in here. 300 is going to come into the pits. See if Rowdy follows. Yes, Rowdy follows. Joey follows. DeMeo follows. Boyle follows. Everyone is coming in. So yes, this will be a free pit stop for the entire field here, except, nope, Sean is going to come in. Josh going to come in, and then you have Slurp. So yes, this will be a free stop for everybody, as Logan just got to drive through for speeding under safety car. Let's see. There might be some issues with double stacks here, so the field could jump up and down in a big way. Yes, see, you see Banjo's going to get held up a lot there because of the double stack. Let's see if he's able to still get out in 8th. Yes, he did. So Rowdy actually took the lead. Did he stay out? Rowdy did. Yes, Rowdy stays out under safety car. Interesting call here. Everyone behind him is going to be on fresh tires. Rowdy going to be leading, but on 7-lap mediums, and he has that 3-second time penalty from earlier. So as the field catches back up, it's going to be a couple of minutes here before we get going again. I'm curious to see if Rowdy's going to pit this time by, but I don't know what sense that would make. I would have just pitted the last time, but see, so 300 and Joey put on mediums, as did NASCAR fan, and Josh and Jake. Logan actually just retired as well. So 3 retirees already, and we are not even through lap 8 of the race yet. Castron, DeMeo, Banjo, What a Life, Sean, and Slurp all put on hards, and then Boyle put on softs. So pretty split strategies here from everybody. As Rowdy is holding the field very slow here, letting the safety car get way away. As the 300 is going to pass him? I don't think that's allowed, buddy. Okay, I was about to say. Where's 300 going? But surely it's got to be an illegal overtake, right? What? I'm very confused right now. Still waiting on a couple of guys to catch up to the back. I guess. And now Cash has got a 5-second penalty for severe collision with NASCAR fan. What is going on? Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say right now. So apparently Cash and NASCAR fan made contact, and now Castron has a penalty because of it. Ay, what a Interesting race this has been so far. I guess the illegal overtake wasn't a thing, so 300 just passed Rowdy because he wasn't keeping up the safety car pace, would be my guess. But next lap it should be going again because Jake's about to catch up to the back. Lengthy. Oh, I didn't even notice. Rowdy just pitted, so. But his penalty didn't get served. So, Rowdy decides to pit 2 laps after everyone else, but now it's going to be all the way down to P13. I'm not sure why he just didn't pit before. But hey, I digress. I don't know anything about this game. So, safety car should be coming in. There we go. Safety car will be in this lap. So, get back going with the 300. Joey, DeMeo, NASCAR fan, Caution, Boyle, Banjo, Little Life, Sean, Josh, Slurp, Jake, Rowdy, your running order, with 23 laps to go in Portugal. Let's hope this next end of the race is a bit cleaner than the first one was, as the 300 gonna wait for the safety car to go in, and then we will be going again. Taking them very slow through this right-hander here. And there he goes. 300 hits the gas. No, he's going to fake it, and now he's going. Green flag's back out. 23 to go. I don't think 300 really got the start he was looking for there. Joey is right with him. DeMeo right with them as well. The NASCAR fan and Castron, Boyle, Banjo, What a Life. And now Castron got another penalty for rules of the warnings. Yeesh, okay. Rowdy already up to 11th, passing Josh and Slurp. He is going to try to make a quick work on those newer tires, I guess if you want to call them newer tires. Oh, big dive from Joey. He's going to go to the inside of 300 here. Side by side, there's contact between the front two. 300 going to be able to hold the spot there. That was a really, really late dive from the McLaren of Joey there. But no contact was made off the original dive, at least. There was contact made on the exit. 300 holds the lead now, but Joey is still right there. DeMeo keeping pace with them. The NASCAR fan and Boyle are right with them as well. Rowdy up to 9th, passing Sean. Keeping tabs on this front battle. Now Banjo gets another time penalty. Ooh, that was a late dive from Joey again there. He's able to go into the corner so much deeper than that Alfa Romeo is. I believe once they get DRS, that's going to play to his advantage here. Right on board with Rowdy for a second as he looks to make his way back up through the field. Chasing after the Ferrari of What a Life. Activating that overtake button. Going to have a run here on the Ferrari. Big run. Going to look to the inside here and hopefully take away 8th place. Yes, Rowdy up in 8th. This front two are side by side again. Here comes DeMeo to the inside of Joey for 2nd. Not going to be able to get the move done. Now he does. Joey off the track, and now he's going to go all the way back to P5. So Joey, after making that move on 300, got the move made on him by DeMeo, and then got put off track and lost 2 more spots. So now Joey goes from battling for the lead to 5th, and now Castron and Banjo are battling it up behind them for 6th. And Rowdy right with them as well. So battles all over the field right now. As now 300 has broken DRS from DeMeo for the moment. DeMeo going to look to try to get back into it before that it gets turned on here. Aston Martin 2-3 here. trying to run down that Alfa Romeo for the lead. NASCAR fan sticking right with them. And you have about a second to Joey, who just lost all the spots. Rowdy now up to 6. Contact with Castron. That was close. Oh my goodness. Now to the inside of Castron goes Banjo. A little bit of contact there. A little bit of contact between him and the Ferrari as well. Wetalife might have some damage and some more contact between Banjo and Wetalife. There is crazy battling going on everywhere. This is a heck of a race so far. DRS activated. Boyle gonna fly by DeMeo here for P2. 1.4 the gap between himself and 300. Boyle on the soft tires, DeMeo on the hards. DeMeo likely let him go here to try to let Boyle to go catch up to that DRS of that Alfa Romeo. Josh at Gaming, Jake battling it out there for 12th place. NASCAR fan has DRS on DeMeo here, as everyone is within striking distance of each other, so it's a very close field here, except for 300 has a little bit of a lead, and then there's a gap between Castron and Banjo, as we are approaching 20 to go from Portugal. This has been a wild race so far. Oh, Castron really loose there. Nice save from the Ferrari driver, but it's going to cost him the DRS off of the Red Bull of Rowdy. Back on board with Joey here, looking to gain some of that ground back that he lost after that mistake. Looking for P4 on NASCAR fan. He has been really aggressive entering the corners here. Let's see if he can take advantage of that and get some of these spots back. Boyle not able to gain any ground on 300 here. Wetalife actually drops back to 11th, and now he's battling with Sean here for the last point staying position. Side by side through this long right-hander. Sean going to be able to hold her on the outside and hold P10 here. Here comes Josh around the outside of Wetalife. Wetalife can drop all the way back to 12th place now. Back on board with NASCAR fan. 2, 3, 4, 5 are all very close together. NASCAR fan with a great run through that corner there. DRS activated for the Williams. Going to look for somewhere to go on DeMeo. Going to dive to the outside here on the curbs. Can he make it stick? Maybe going to look for the switchback. Not going to be there, but he still has a run. Not going to be there. So, DeMeo holds off the Williams for now. But he is under heavy pressure from him. And then he's under heavy pressure from Joey. And then he's under heavy pressure from Rowdy. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all in a train right here. These are awesome battles going on here in Portugal as 300 looks to pull away. I believe everyone is going to have to still make one more stop in this race, so still far, far from over strategy-wise as well. Castron 3.3 back of Rowdy, so the top 6 have broken away from the back half. Slurp trying to make his way back after that incident he had with his teammate, up to 9th place. Still looking for more. Last week's winner. Joey all over the track looking for somewhere to go on NASCAR fan. Not going to happen. Oh, hits the curb there. Gets really out of shape. Now it's going to allow Rowdy to go to 5th. Oh, there's contact between the two Aston Martins. Boyle able to hold it for now, but DeMeo with a big run. There's yellow sector 1. There's a Ferrari in the gravel. That's Wetalife back there as DeMeo takes P2 from his teammate. Oh, the Williams having to go wide. Rowdy up to 4th now. NASCAR fan drops back to 5th. These battles are crazy. Slurp and Castron are now battling. Castron, I believe, made a slight mistake there. And Slurp's going to look for 7th on the Ferrari. Who has Banjo for company right behind him. Slurp with a very nice run there, as Rowdy is up to 3rd now. Oh, someone's in the gravel. Oh, Boyle's out of the race! Boyle was in the gravel, and he is out of the race after a hard hit with the wall, and there's another safety car. So the Aston of Boyle out of the race after a heavy hit to the wall in Sector 3. Oh, man, Boyle was having a really good run in P3. Just dropped back to 4th, and then I skipped over it for a second. Oh, wow. So now we only have 11 runners, and Wetalife has DNF'd as well. Sheesh. And now everyone is coming back into the pits again. What a turn of events this has been. 300 putting on medium tires. NASCAR Photo putting on hards, Rowdy putting on hards as well, Joey on hards, Slurp on mediums, Castron on mediums, Jake on mediums, Sean on mediums as well. Dang, that is a shame for Boiled. So now the running order will get reset once again, but hopefully the safety car won't last too long. The belief is that Boyle's controller might have died. And that is what caused him to go straight and retire from the race. Hopefully we'll get going here. No. Okay. So I guess we're going to be going another lap under safety car here. So we will be going back green with 16 to go, just past halfway in the race. So, reset order with just 11 runners now. Alfa Romeo's bookend the field, 300 leads. DeMeo, Rowdy NASCAR Fan, Joey, Slurp, Josh, Banjo, Castron, Jake, Sean. The people left in the race. Should get that going this lap. Safety car is in this lap now. We're going to hold them slow around this last corner. Try to get the jump here on DeMeo and the rest of the field. Very, very slow. And there he goes. Pretty good jump there from 300. 16 to go, halfway in Portugal. As the field is relatively spread out already. Slurp back up to 6th, looking to break into the top 5. What a recovery drive this would be from him after that incident earlier with Cole. Top 6 are all nose to tail right now. On board with Joey, then up on board with NASCAR Fan here, who's looking for 3rd on Rowdy. DeMeo trying to stick with that Alpha. Oh, around the outside comes Joey. Is he going to be able to stick there? Yes, he will. It'll be a drag race to the next corner. NASCAR Fan going to add the inside line. Joey going to try to hold around the outside. Now he's the inside for this corner. Oh, contact! Joey's through the grass and around. He's able to keep it straight, sort of. But he's going to lose a lot of time and positions there. Joey down to 9th place now after that. Now 10th place. able to keep it going. I don't think he has any damage, but from 4th to 10th for Joey. Slurp actually was able to take advantage of that and get to P4, passing both the Williams and the McLaren. Another wild restart here in this race from Portugal. This race has been a lot more eventful than Bahrain, that's for sure. DeMeo 7/10 behind 300, who has been dominant this entire race. His first ever race in Formula Costco. It's now Joey battling for 10th with Sean. Gonna try to hold her around the outside here and get the run. Gonna be able to be there still now. The inside to this corner. Close proximity racing there. Sean gonna be able to hold him off here, and then he is actually gonna let Joey go into this corner. Right on board with his McLaren teammate of Josh for a second here, up at 7th place, having a pretty solid run. Josh coming into this race said he didn't really have many expectations for points, but here he is running 7th with about 14 laps to go. Then you got the two Williams guys meeting up once again. NASCAR fan and Banjo have been inseparable this entire race. Sean 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. As now Josh to the inside, contact between him and NASCAR fan, contact again! Josh with a dive there under the Williams, and I don't think NASCAR fan was too happy about it. He's giving him no room to work with at all here. As now here comes Castron with a run on both of them here. He's going to look for a 2-for-1 out of the last corner. Castron from 8th to 6th as DRS gets enabled again. Can he complete this move? NASCAR fan going to back off here and give it to him. I don't believe NASCAR fan is too happy with Josh there after that move. He side-swiped him a couple of times. Oh, there's wing damage for Sean after Jake was lifting to give Joey the spot, I believe, and then Sean didn't know that, and he had nowhere to go. Now Jake could have let Sean go, but then switching back here. I don't imagine Sean's too happy. A lot of people having tempers flare tonight. Oh, there's more contact between the back two here. And more wing damage for Sean. This is going to get ugly here in a second, I'm sure. I'm going to stick on board with this for a second to see just where this goes. Jake is lagging everywhere as these two continue to scrap it out. Sean's going to hit the gravel there and lose all the time, so this might be over for the time being. Now back to the battle for the lead. And coming to 13 to go. DeMeo in DRS range of the Alfa Romeo is able to stick with them. Now, oh my goodness, the DRS on this car. Here he goes. What a run for DeMeo with DRS. That was insane. DeMeo to the lead. 300 going to look to switch it back here. Trying to dive under. Quite there. He's there now. Side by side for the lead here between the... Oh, contact again. DeMeo going to be able to hold it. But now 300 can have DRS and look for the lead back as he can activate overtake. Not quite. But is he going to look for a dive? No. He's going to hold off here and follow the Aston Martin. DeMeo with a humongous move there into turn 1. That DRS was insanely powerful. DeMeo flew on by into the lead for the first time today. DeMeo had a solid run at Bahrain, I believe. He finished P3 if I remember correctly. So looking for his second podium of the season, second podium in a row. And speaking of which, Slurp, after being in last place with wing damage and 40 seconds behind the field, is now P3 and in DRS range of the two leaders. And Rowdy is just off the pace of him, so this is still anybody's race. The front four are all very close to each other. Coming to the front stretch again, now 300 is going to have that same DRS that DeMeo just had. Let's see what he can do with it here. He's not going to activate overtake, but still, look how powerful that DRS is. Going to look to the inside. 300 going to take the lead for the moment. Oh, there's contact again! 300 going to hold it under here, look for the move into the heavy braking zone. DeMeo going to stick it around the outside. There's more contact. Now 300 takes the lead back, and now Slurp has joined the battle. He's going to look to the inside of DeMeo. DRS for Slurp. DRS for DeMeo. It's going to be a drag race into the corner. Slurp has the advantage on the bottom. DeMeo gonna lift and give Slurp the spot here. Slurp up to second now. The defending race winner gonna look to make it 2 in a row. He's gonna have to knock off the dominant driver of the day to do it. But still, this is anybody's race. The front four, all in DRS range of each other. Any of them can take this thing home. It is gonna be a wild battle to the finish. It has already been. Slurp now with his first shot at the lead today. What can he do? Coming through the last couple of corners here, he's going to have that insanely powerful DRS down the main straightaway, and he's right on the back of that Alfa Romeo. Romeo and Rowdy sticking with him for the moment, but Slurp going to have that crazy DRS. I imagine he will fly by in the lead right here. Let's watch and see how fast he goes. There you go. It is insane how powerful that DRS is. Slurp going to take the lead. 300 going to duck and mine him here and just try to hold on to P2. DeMeo got really squirrely on that curb. They were able to hold on to P3 but lose a little bit of time. I think he's going to be able to stick in DRS now for the moment, though. DRS going to be activated here for 300 as Banjo and Castro are battling for P5. 300 going to activate overtake here, go to the inside. He's going to lift and let Slurp have it, though. Not the move he wanted to make quite yet. Coming to 10 to go in the race. Banjo and Castro still battling. Oh, contact there between Castro and one of the Williams. Castro ain't able to hold on to fifth, but he is a convoy behind him of the 2 Williams and the McLaren of Josh. So we have a pack of 4 and then another pack of 4, all bumper to bumper. Separated by about 4 seconds. This is really good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Slurper now 6/10 of a second lead over the Alfa Romeo of 300. And now Josh making, oh, there's been big contact. Castron is spinning. He's going to get passed by Joey. The Williams were both slow. Josh is now up into 5th after being in 8th. What in the world happened there? I believe there was some contact between the Williams drivers and Castron. And I believe that was NASCAR fan because he's going to come into the pits here for an unscheduled stop. Castron did not have to pit. He's now behind Joey, though. Joey up to 7th. Josh and Manto continue to battle for 5th place. Josh going to be able to hold it for now. Rowdy hold on the 4th. Slurp going with a very wide exit there. Banjo with a time penalty. We're going to have to look at all these time penalties after the race because there are a lot of them. I'm sure people aren't going to be happy. Castro now passes Joey for 7th. I imagine not very happy about getting taken out there. I'm not sure exactly what happened. We'll have to go back and look at it after the race. Slurp keeping the pressure on 300. Looking for some sort of way around him. That powerful DRS is going to be activated once again here as we come to 9 more laps from Portugal. Here's the DRS. Overtake activated for a second. There's the move. Side by side for the lead. Slurp easily takes it. Clears 300 into turn 1. Takes the lead back. Slurp into the lead for the first time in the race today. After the crazy start to the race. Not the start he wanted, but he has recovered in a big way and now is fighting for the win. The 300 going to look for the move back on him here in the DRS zone. Going to back out of it once again, though. Not the move he wants to make. Yellow's in sector 1. There's a Williams around. His NASCAR fan crashed. Oh, no, it's Banjo. Banjo is around. He's going to fall all the way back to 8th. Castron and Joey are now battling for 6th. Castron going to take it. But now he has a long way to go to get back up to the top 5 where he was a second ago. Josh is long gone in P5. While Castron battles with his McLaren teammate. Meanwhile, back up front once again. Still, the front 4 are in very close proximity to each other. Joey and Castron still going at it here. As Slurp has now broken DRS away from 300. That is crucial. He's not going to... Oh, wait, no. He is going to have the... Barely have the powerful DRS down the straightaway here. Look how much time he closes. 9 tenths, 6 tenths, 5 tenths, 4 tenths. DeMeo going to make the move, though. DeMeo to the inside of 300. And 300 going to look back inside him here after DeMeo touched the curb there. Not giving him much room to work with. Side by side, DeMeo going to have the inside line here. Oh my goodness, this is close racing. Who's going to be able to make it to the next turn first? 300 going to be able to clear DeMeo, but DeMeo going to look back to the inside here, diving it down there. Side by side once again. Will DeMeo be able to stick it in here on the inside? Yes, he will. DeMeo to second. Here comes Rowdy looking for the same thing. 300 going to be able to hold him off, but now this allows Slurp to go 1.5 ahead of the pack here. All this battling is allowing him to pull away, and he is smiling, looking in that mirror now, realizing he has a 1.7 second lead after DeMeo and 300 had that crazy battle. DeMeo really squirrely there. 300 right on his bumper again. To the inside he goes, not quite. 2.2 seconds now. Slurp is flying away, just like he did in Bahrain. Now let's get settled in here. Will these guys be able to work together somehow to try to pull back that Mercedes because of how powerful that DRS is? 300 with a big run, going to look to the bottom here. This battling isn't going to do much good. But maybe it will. Maybe they'll be able to just swap and swap and swap and see what they can do. 2 seconds. 2 Slurp is the gap. I believe 300. I believe that he believes that he can get this job done and get back. Oh, there was contact. DeMeo drove it in way deep there. You saw the Alfa Romeo kick sideways. No pun intended. And I believe that was after some contact from DeMeo. Oh, Rowdy almost goes around. DeMeo gave him no room to work with. I don't think he knew he was there. These battles. Oh, Rowdy almost spins it, half spins it, saves it, and now is way behind everyone else. Wow, this is crazy racing. And now 300 just got a 3-second time penalty for track limits as well. My oh my. This has been some sort of race. 300 dips a tire into the gravel there. That's going to lose them a lot of time. 2.7 seconds. Slurp is officially gone with 6 to go. Will 300 be able to catch him? DeMeo now has dropped out of DRS of the Alfa Romeo as well. So these front 4, after that crazy battle they had for laps and laps and laps, finally something happened and they all got split up. I'm going to take a breather here and just ride on board for a second. Looking down through the rest of the field here, not much else has changed. Everyone running right now will get points except for Sean. For the moment, at least. Now, Banjo, that's, I believe, his 2nd time penalty of the race. These penalties are crazy. As now the gap is opening up to 3.4, 3.5, so yeah, Slurp's pulling away even more now. Five to go. 5 to go from Portugal. 3.3 seconds. Slurp's lead over 300 in second. 300 may not end up winning this race, but he has had a very impressive Formula Costco debut in a wild race in Portugal that is not quite over yet. Looks like the only 2 people that are battling someone right now are Castro and Joey for P6. Come on over Joey here for a second. riding in 7th right now. Not from the race he was hoping for after being up front early, but just trying to make the most of the day here or get as many points as he can. Should be a pretty decent day for McLaren, though. They're going to be the highest double point scoring team if the things stay the way they are right now. Because we had a Mercedes DNF, an Aston DNF, a Ferrari DNF, a Haas and a Red Bull both DNF. So Joey now going to have that ultra powerful DRS down the front here. Let's see what we can do on Castron. Going to make the move to the inside here and take away P6. No, he's going to lift. Castron going to dive it away in there and keep the position for now. Less than 3 to go here. Nothing changing up front. 300 still trying to do anything he can to run down Slurp, but doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Talk about this race for Slurp though, man. Dominated last week. Came into this race, qualified up front once again. Looked like he was gonna have a pretty good race, but then Cole made a mistake. His teammate Slurp hit him, had major damage. Cole DNF'd from the race after sitting on pole. Slurp had to go all the way to the back after making an early pit stop under VSC for damage and a penalty. And then he was up to back 15th place. Then he got a couple of safety cars that helped him. Some crazy racing helped him to get back up to this point, and then he made it happen by himself to get by the Alfa Romeo of the 300 and then get to the lead here. And will be 2 laps away from sweeping the first 2 races of the season for Mercedes and himself. 2 to go from Portugal. 4.5 the gap now. Slurp is flying away. Rowdy now catching DeMeo for the last podium spot here. This could be an interesting battle to the end. They both have no overtake left. DeMeo swerving everywhere, trying to keep Rowdy behind him here. This could be the closest battle we see to the end here. DeMeo gonna hold station for the moment, but he goes way wide. There's a slow Alpine, that's Jake back there. Rowdy looking for the switchback, has DRS again, activating overtake. Looking to the bottom here, gonna dive it in to the inside of DeMeo, looking for third. He's gonna take it, but DeMeo gonna look for the switchback here. He is there, DeMeo with the switchback. Pulled it off nicely there. Now he has the preferred inside line, but now Rowdy's gonna have the inside line. DeMeo gonna try to hold it around the outside. Rowdy has the inside again. DeMeo gonna be able to hold it around the outside. Nice racing there from those 2 drivers. 2 of the best in the series for sure. DeMeo able to hold on to the last podium spot for now, but Rowdy's still there. He's gonna have a couple of more shots at this thing if he wants that last spot. Meanwhile, Slurp coming around on the last corner here to the white flag in Portugal. One more lap to go. Back on board with this battle, though. No other battles really happening besides this one. This is the most important one. For the last podium spot, DeMeo versus Rowdy. One more lap. Rowdy has DRS, but no overtake left. DeMeo has no overtake left as well. They're both swerving all over the track here. It both want the last podium spot. Rowdy with a really crazy run to the inside here. DeMayo's going to lift it early and get the switchback again. Another beautiful switchback from DeMayo. Rowdy going to have the inside line here. Who is going to have the DRS? It's going to be Rowdy. Rowdy has the DRS, but it's a drag race, not really making much of a difference. Rowdy has the inside here. Is DeMayo going to get the switchback again? Yes, he is. Another switchback from DeMayo. Rowdy gets loose, hits the curb, and there's contact. DeMayo takes it away. Wow, what a battle between these two. Rowdy gonna dive it back to the inside. Oh, that was the curb there. That wasn't ideal for Rowdy, but he's still there a little bit, but he's now 6/10 back. DeMayo, that might have been all she wrote. I believe DeMayo's gonna be able to hold on to it here. Meanwhile, for Slurp, won last week. 1-2 for Mercedes. It's not gonna be a 1-2, it's gonna be a 1-16. However, Slurp makes the crazy comeback after the early incident. Slurp is going to swerve across the straightaway and win in Portugal. Slurp takes the first 2 races of the season. 300 in his Women of the Costco debut, comes home second. It's going to be a photo finish for P3. DeMayo, Rowdy side by side of the line. DeMayo's going to get it. Wow, what a finish between those two guys. Josh Brown, P5 for him. He's going to be thrilled about that. Joby comes across P6. He's going to jump Josh for now because of penalties. We'll see about those, though. Castron 7th. Banjo comes across 8th. NASCAR fan 9th. But he will jump Banjo because of the penalties. Oh, my goodness. Terrible wreck there. Gaming Jake going to finish in the last points bank position for P10. Sean going to come home 11th. What a wild, wild race. There it is, folks. Slurp, back-to-back wins to open up the season. Alright, so we are going to have to discuss the many, many penalties after this race. But here is your finishing order for now. This will likely look very different in about 30 minutes. But, yeah, what a wild, wild race this was. Pleasure to be with you all once again, commentating Formula Costco from Portugal tonight. I am Caden signing off. Spain up next week. We will see you guys next Tuesday for Spain. Have a good week.